Hello and thanks for watching Best Maths Tutors. I'm continuing to go through the Edexcel Foundation Tier Paper 1 from November 2018 and we're on question 15. So it says that Shahid is going to use these instructions to make a fizzy drink. He's going to mix 5 parts of orange juice with 2 parts of lemonade, and he thinks that he's got 300 millilitres of orange juice and 200 millilitres of lemonade. So if he's correct with those amounts, what's the greatest amount of fizzy drink that he can make? So if he's making a fizzy drink, he's either going to run out of orange juice first or he's going to run out of lemonade first. So I'm going to assume he's going to use, first of all the orange juice. So if that's the case, that means he's going to use 5 parts of orange juice, and that's going to equal 300 millilitres. So we need to find out then, what would 1 part be? So 1 part, we'd have to divide by 5 to get 1 part, and that would equal 300 millilitres divided by 5, which would give us 60 millilitres. So 1 part is equal to 60 millilitres. Now if that's true, then we're going to work out what would 2 parts be. So that would be the lemonade. So 2 parts is going to be 2 times 60 is going to equal 120 millilitres. So we can see actually that if he used 300 millilitres of orange juice, he would have only used 120 millilitres of lemonade, so that's the lemonade, and he would still have some lemonade left over. So in fact the situation is that he's going to run out of orange juice before he runs out of lemonade. Now we can see then what's the greatest amount of fizzy drink that he can make. Well, it's going to be the lemonade plus the orange, and that would be 300 millilitres for the orange plus 120 millilitres for the lemonade, which would give me 420 millilitres. So he says that actually he adds the 300 millilitres of orange juice, but in reality he only had 160 millilitres of lemonade when previously he thought he'd got 200 millilitres of lemonade. So it says, does that affect the amount of fizzy drink that he can make? Well, the answer is he only needs 120 millilitres of lemonade before he runs out of the orange juice anyway, before he uses all his orange juice. So in fact it doesn't make any difference because he only needs 120 millilitres. And we need to write that in. So we can see it doesn't make any difference because he only needs 120 millilitres of lemonade. And that's all we need to write to complete the question. So I hope that's been helpful to you, and if it has, please consider subscribing to our channel and hitting the like button below.